Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, we gotta get the saw mode on. Here we go. So we got a couple good comments. I says we need to do a video. I don't like that one for that one. We'll move that one over here. Got a couple good comments. I says the best way to take care of them, you do a little video. So today I'm doing a little video. Explain to you a couple just really simple things, but they're good comments. The one comment was, hey John, do you ever just grab a little tree or something and stick it over above Josh and smack him a couple times on the cab? You know, just to kind of, scare him a little bit, have a little fun. And no, I don't. So he meant like if you grab a little limb or something and you take it over above the cab of the chipper, just kind of smack a little bit if Josh is sleeping or something, or if he's not paying attention. The reason I don't do that is very simple. I'm just going to drag these through, so we're going to grab these. Come on, that stinking bundle's on top of that tree now. Let me just pull it back. There we go. Every now and then it gets a little wild, takes off on you like that. So the reason I don't do that is because I don't trust hydraulics. Now, when it comes to this loader here, everybody, any hose can blow at any time. I don't care if it's a brand new machine, still don't trust it. So, say you, oh look at that. Well, we're going to do something here. Okay, there we go. Say you stick this little tree top over there above the chipper cab, and something happens. That chipper cab's different than the skidder cabs. Like I've never done it to a skidder neither purposely. Every now I may have gotten that one there. Is ugly. Yeah, it's gonna come with us anyways. So the skidders I don't do it to either. I've seen some people do it. I don't do it. Those cabs are made to, those machines are made to roll over. So it's kind of different. Because you can kind of maybe smack them and it not do anything. It won't do anything. Those machines roll over, you just roll them back over and you keep working. Chipper cab's not designed to roll over. Like the cabs of the bunchers, skidders have all been tested on rollovers. Therefore, it keeps everybody safe. The cab of that chipper in no way, shape, or form was ever designed to roll over. So it's not built heavy like the other, like I say, a skidder would be. This one right here's got a couple limbs on it. We're going to grab it out of there and set it over here. So it's not designed to get hit. And if anything, if heaven forbid you blow a hose on this main boom here, this thing comes crashing to the ground, and I mean it comes crashing right there. I like it. It comes crashing. I don't know if you guys can see how high I'm stacking it, but it comes crashing to the ground like right now. Boom. So if I'm over, say, I always try to set the loader down whenever I'm running it. When I'm not running it, I always set the loader down like this because I don't want it to come crashing to the ground. But if I was over here, maybe decided to hit Josh with the treetop, one of them hoses blow. Very slim chance that'll happen, but it could happen. If those blow, this is going crashing into the chipper, and now we're talking about tens upon tens of thousands of dollars worth of damages, and somebody possibly getting hurt. We don't want that, so I don't do that. I don't hit people. I don't want. I mean, some of the side windows and the skidders aren't that heavy duty. I don't want no one getting hurt, and I've never done that before. I've seen other people do it. It's not impressive. Second question was, John, why does it sound like the engine in the slasher is, well, let's go to the comment, because I don't want to get, I'll say how he wrote it. How about that? Will that be better if I read it right off from here? Let's go down, 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 Okay, John, why does the engine slash or sound like it's surging? Well, if you notice, Josh is going to hand me over a couple trees here. If you notice when we cut that last one, it didn't surge. So you have this. You have three modes on here: drive mode, loader mode, saw mode. Loader mode, you just run the loader, saw. You run the loader and the saw. Drive mode shuts everything else off, changes the function so you can drive it. Right here, if you change it to saw, just kick the saw on. Now we got a HP management sign. That's on red. That means it's not on. So let's turn it on. And what that does is it diverts the power. Okay? Maybe Josh is not going to give us a tree. It diverts the power from the saw and loader. So, on the Prentice, I've had many times where I cut a big old pile of wood, smash through the wood, lift the saw back up, grapple up my logs, pick it up, and that old Prentice will just blow the black smoke. I mean, just blow the black smoke. So therefore, what this does is when you saw, here comes the tree, Josh, see this over. It wants to send the power to the saw. That's the main thing that it's working for. But let's see if we can get her to work here for us. So if you saw, no, it's not going to work. I don't got anything big enough in there to work with. So if I have a big grapple of logs, what it'll do is it will, let's get that set down right there. It will, when you go to pick up this tree top here before and your saw's almost stalled out, it'll give the power to the loader. Take power away from the saw because you're trying to lose it. It knows you're trying to use the loader. And so it'll give the power to the loader, but if you let off like this right now where you're not using it, it'll revert back to the saw, which will suck a bunch of power. Okay? So you get a constant, it's wanting to give power to the saw, but it'll give power to your loader, but if you let off the loader for a second, it shoots it back to the saw, so you have this where it's constantly trying to figure out what I'm doing. So that's what's going on. You have a horsepower management where the saw takes a lot of power, but obviously so does your main boom. So if you're running your main boom, it's going to give your power to your main boom if you're using it. If you're not using that, it pumps it out of the saw. That's just kind of how it works. It's a horsepower management thing. It's not the John Deere in here messing up. It's trying to use the power where you need it. And it's actually really handy compared to the Prentice, where it just will blow the black smoke and burn. And you're trying to lift the logs, and it won't lift them because the saw is trying to catch back up as you're trying to use the main boom. Now you're using everything at the same time. It'll just bog your engine down. Where this will say, "Wah," it'll give your power to your loader, and then hold off on the saw. But if I let off for just a split second, it'll shoot back to the saw, and you'll hear that little it'll sound like it's surging, but it's really not. It's just jumping back and forth, trying to build the saw up and trying to give you power to your loader. And it's pretty darn handy, I'll give you that much. So hopefully this video turned out and you guys enjoyed a quick video. I made this video once and then didn't have the saw, didn't have the camera on. And it was a better video because I had more wood, but it's a hit and miss thing right now with the wood getting up here, taking them a little longer than expected. But yeah, so you got a horsepower management thing here, and it's a little light here, and that's how it works. It's a good design, though. I know when you saw some big logs with that other slasher, and you lift up, it just, you can almost stall it. It'll almost stall the engine, and it's just dumping the fuel to her. Where this one, it's not doing that. It'll keep you more at a consistent power, which is really nice. So that's kind of how it works. But that 72-inch saw is even bigger, which requires more power. So, yeah, that's how it works. It's a management thing. It actually works better that way. But I said, you know what? Rather than making a video, rather than replying to the comments, it's easier for me to do a video and explain it to you, and you can kind of see what I'm doing, how it works. Because when you do that big saw, your saw is trying to catch up, and if you have a big grapple of wood, you're using everything the machine's doing. You're using all the power, and you're really working it. This thing will keep up, and it works out a lot better, and in essence, burns less fuel. So it's a good thing. It runs better, burns less fuel, because the other one, it'll just blow the black smoke and almost stall it out. It's just burning a lot of fuel trying to catch back up. But it's easier for me to do a video than reply to comments on this one, because it was just a little more than just explain, or a quick little comment. But thank you so much for the comment. Good comments. Good comments. And another comment we had, a good one, asked if I work 7 days a week. I said, no, I hustle 8 days a week. So just keep rolling.